everybody. Wonder where we are today? Stick around to find out. Welcome to Money Moves Podcast, the financial podcast without all the fluff.
We're Molly and Caroline, two financial marketing coworkers turned besties, and we're here to help you take control of your cash.
We'll break down everything you need to know to make smart money moves and hopefully not bore you to death.
Think of us as your financial hype squad, bringing you real stories and tips to help you start stacking your cash. So let's start making those money moves. We are not financial experts. We are just two regular people. Always do your own research and ask a professional for personalized advice.
All right, Caroline, we're here.
Welcome back to Money Moves, guys. You might notice if you're watching us, there's something afoot. There's something a little bit different today.
Yes, we are on ETSU campus today, East Tennessee State University, and there's a lot going on right now. We've got construction over here.
We got a band,
students,
DJ back here.
We got a DJ. We are on location recording the very first ever Money Moves podcast, and you guys get to be here for it.
The very first ever live Money Moves podcast.
Yeah, it's not our first episode. We've actually had a few if you want to check those out.
Go back, rewind.
Go back.
Yeah, but we are talking to students live. We're going to get some questions from them. So let's see what we get. So, first question I have for you is, where do you feel like you are on your money journey? Do you think you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced? Where do you feel like you might be on that spectrum?
I would say for me, I feel like I'm in between, like a beginner and an intermediate.
Probably middle of the road. I definitely am not an expert. I am a 19-year-old girl, so you know.
Somewhere between beginner, intermediate.
Okay.
I've had my lesson on not just buying a bunch of food, but I still do buy food.
Yes, of course.
It's a need sometimes.
It's a need and a want. It's both categories in the budget.
It hurts that there's sushi so close.
I'll say somewhere in between, but most of my money I use it to get stuff to start college, so I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah.
I would definitely say intermediate, since I've had a bank account with y'all since I was probably about 15, under my parents. So yeah.
So my first question is, where do you feel like you are in your financial journey? Like beginner, intermediate, advanced?
Definitely beginner.
Okay.
If there was like something less than that, I would be that.
So
I feel I'm at a better place compared to most when it comes to finances.
Okay.
However, I don't feel like I have as much knowledge as other people might. You know?
Okay.
So I feel like I might have the money, but I don't know that I have the knowledge.
I'm definitely not an expert. I do have a shopping addiction if we're being realistic.
I mean, I enjoy shopping just like the next girl, but honestly, I feel like I would say I'm an expert when it comes to finances.
Nice.
I feel like I've done pretty well for myself. I own a couple properties and I'm kind of like, getting up there. So
That's
I think I'm pretty good.
I would say like maybe upper intermediate.
Okay.
Definitely not an expert by any means, but I mean, I have investments in a variety of things. I have a Roth IRA. I'm keeping track of my finances pretty well.
Yes.
And so I would say that I'm at the point where I can kind of help give a little bit of advice on finances to
Yeah.
others.
That's
so
great.
Not a pro, but definitely at least intermediate or a little bit above that.
amazing. No, we love to hear that.
We've been interviewing students on ETSU campus. So tell us, what's a challenge that students face when they kind of enter college when it comes to their money?
Well, I'd say a big issue would be generally saving what you have.
The big one that I personally have faced is societal pressures of sometimes you have a friend who maybe has a bit more money than you.
Yeah.
And they might not be conscious of that.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, let's meet up for coffee or let's hang out. Can you contribute to the snack fund?
Yeah.
So
What do you do when you're faced with that kind of situation?
well, that's what I have money set aside for. If like something is out of my budget, maybe I'll suggest somewhere cheaper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or like if they say, oh, we're all hanging out, I can pick up snacks, can everybody contribute? Maybe I'll say, oh, I can pick up my own snacks and go somewhere cheaper than they would shop.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Yeah. That's all
Just
great
speaking
advice.
up and you know what works for you and being able to speak up and say what you need to in those situations. And throwing out other ideas. I love that.
Yeah. I think that's also really great because that's something I don't really feel like we've talked about yet on the podcast of like there are expectations sometimes with friends and relationships and things like that. And that is a sticky spot in your budget to be like, you know, I got to stand up for my budget here. Like I actually can't do that. But yeah, that's a great point about a challenge that college students might be encountering. So
I would probably say that first time students, like, especially freshmen, they're trying to meet other people. So that probably involves like going to restaurants, going to other places, and they're probably spending their money a lot on that.
Yeah.
Eating out.
Eating out. Is it because too much of the budget's going there? It's just too expensive?
Probably. It's just so much more convenient than going out getting your own food.
I mean, there's the obvious problem of not making enough money.
Yep.
College students are often broke just because they don't have time for a full job or don't get paid big wages.
100%.
But I think also people don't just care enough at this point, or like we're saying, not informed enough.
Yeah.
And so they don't have the ability to do the budgeting they need to. They're not doing the investing they need to.
Yep.
And so they make a little bit of money and then just kind of spend it quickly.
Yeah.
So there's not really a long-term focus. I think that's the issue.
What about now? Are you doing anything to budget your money now?
I definitely am. Like when I get paid, I'll put most of it in there and then like leave a little bit for bills and like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And just like put the savings away, save it for pharmacy school, all the big dollar stuff.
I love a good spreadsheet.
Ooh,
so, you know, I just like to keep everything organized so I can see where my money's going.
Yeah.
That's like the most important thing, I feel. So, you know, where your money can go, you know?
Yeah.
I work a lot, and I was actually doing 2 jobs. I was a server and I worked in the mall. And serving, you really have to keep track of your money because it's just cash every day. So that's really how I got started.
Yeah, 100%. Are you budgeting right now at all, or?
I'm trying.
Aren't we
trying
period
my best.
respect?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I am. I'm trying my best because I would like to invest in a car and you know, try to get, you know, some more stuff under my belt. So
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I took a personal finance class in high school. That really helped me with my budgeting. So I have weekly spending allowances. I use the envelope system.
When you're managing your money today, what do you use to do that?
A calculator and a notebook.
Okay, yeah.
Because
we love that.
The apps just seem a little too complicated for me. I like analog.
Yeah, I get that 100%.
Sometimes I get that because sometimes there's too many like things happening in there that it distracts me from like what I went in there to actually do. Sometimes. So I get that.
Yeah.
I'm like, somehow I'm on my grocery budget and I was just on like my lunch budget. And I'm like, oh, where did my lunch money go?
Are you budgeting at all? What's your budget look like?
So right now I work on the weekends while I live in Morristown, actually. So that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
So I work there. I would say most of my money just goes to food.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
I know that I have a meal plan here, but if anything, majority of my money goes to that.
Yeah.
And that's about it, honestly. I don't really have any other expenses besides that.
Yeah.
So I just try and like save at least half of my paycheck and then put the other one to food.
Nice. Are you budgeting right now? Kind of what's the beginnerness part of your journey?
Yes. The beginnerness.
Yeah.
So my college is paid for, so I don't have to pay for much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like my problem is I want money to spend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I don't have a job right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm from like 7 hours away. So I can't go back there every weekend and then come back.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for an APS job.
Yeah.
Because I qualify for that scholarship.
Yeah.
And I have an interview today, actually. So hopefully I get it.
Fingers
Okay,
crossed.
best of luck to
we
you.
love to hear that.
I don't spend a lot of money because I'm kind of like Mr. Krabs. I'm very much a money pincher. But it's so crazy though because I also do have impulsive habits of spending as well. I'm like, but I need it though.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Especially with clothes.
It's that want versus need.
Yeah. Because I love thrifting and I love going to Dollar Tree and I'm like, but it's so cheap, so get it. And then it adds up and I'm like,
yeah, 100%.
It does.
Yeah.
So when the money does start coming in, do you have any budgeting tactics that you would want to use?
I have a savings account.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on like taking. It's probably not gonna. I'm not gonna have enough money probably. So I think most of my money, at least 50%, is gonna go to my savings.
Nice.
And the rest is checking. And then if not, I could just like. I'm lucky enough I can just call my mom. Be like, can you put like cash at me $20? You know?
Yeah. Do you guys do anything like budgeting? Anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. Walk me through what that looks like for you.
So basically every month I have this spreadsheet, and this is all thank you to my mother. I have a spreadsheet that has any expense I could possibly use for the month.
Amazing.
And I put down how much I would spend on each of those in the month. And then I set aside money called blow money that I can spend on whatever I'd like. But mainly, so gas, how much do I spend a week? And then times it by 4, and then so on and so forth. And I also know I have a set salary, so I can definitely feed off of that.
That is amazing. That's like, I would say that's intermediate. I wouldn't even say that's beginner. Okay, what about you, buddy?
Mine is definitely more beginner. Okay. I'm actually horrible with money management. So I actually worked it out with my old boss, who's like a software engineer. And so I have put down all of my utilities, basically all of my everything that needs money to be spent on, and then I divide it by how many hours I need to be working and how much money I need to make a day. So right now I currently need to make $34 a day working 25 hours a week in order to afford all of my funds.
Amazing. I would actually say that you guys are both almost to intermediate. Like that's some good spreadsheeting we're hearing.
A little bit better by ourselves. So
budgeting. Are you doing anything like that? Like, why do we feel like we're above average on the money front?
So I feel like I'm really good at saving.
Yeah. Okay.
But since I've gone to college, I've definitely gotten a lot worse about like, do I actually need this item? There's definitely been like, also vending machines will be the death of me, I think.
So my first question is, where do you feel like you are in your financial journey? That we have beginner, intermediate, and expert. Where would you kind of put yourself?
I would probably consider myself probably in the intermediate range.
Okay, amazing. So building off of that, where do you budget? Like, what are your finances?
What are your
tools? Like? Yeah, what are your tools that you're using?
I mostly try to budget out. I have all my bills in like a spreadsheet and everything, so I can see how much I'm losing every month.
Amazing,
and then
losing every month.
All the outflow.
Yes.
So, and then I have all my paychecks and I'll add them up. And then I use a credit card as well that I try to pay off in full every month.
Yes.
Along with how much I expect to bring in every month. I try not to spend more than that.
Yeah.
I don't have a credit card. I use only cash. I'm probably going to get a debit card soon.
Yeah.
And I might get a credit card to build credit, but only buying things that I know I can pay back. I had used cash because I felt like it was a good idea to like understand that when I hand them that $20 bill, I'm going to get probably like $2 back, and I need to be able to visually see that. And
I love that.
I mean, David Ramsey in his thing, he was like, you need that like gut hurt of like, I'm spending that money, so you like know not to spend that.
Oh my gosh,
we talked about that with another student earlier about how like it's kind of painful to let go of that money. Like the card, you're like tap. Go.
You don't even see it. It's like it's not even happening. You're just
that's so true. So I also love like what you said about keeping your like spending money separate from like those other envelopes. That would be something I would have to do too. For sure.
And that's what I do with my savings. I keep my savings as out of sight, out of mind. It's completely different institution. I'm like, I should not even be looking at her. We can't even touch her. So
So what would you say that you're spending your money on right now in your life?
A lot of it definitely goes towards like food and gas. I commute from Kingsport, so it's like it's a long haul back and forth. I work in Johnson City, I go to school in Johnson City, so definitely a haul. But hey, you gotta drive, gotta eat.
Really, it's just necessities. And a small percentage being set to the side for like if my friends want to eat out or something.
Now, are you a cash, a debit card user, a credit card user? Like, what's your go-to money method?
Debit card.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a credit card right now.
Okay.
Okay.
A mixture of debit and credit, depending on the amount I currently have and the necessity of the object. Like my card, I just had to get a new battery for it. That went straight on the debit.
So I have Cash App, I have a credit card, and now I have like my debit card as well. And so I promise you, I swipe. That's all I do.
It's too easy.
It is, but like when I like to use cash more than actually use my card because I actually think about cash like, all
it's
right.
hard to let go of that.
Because when I'm trying to pay for food, I'm like,
don't let go. It hurts a little more. When
it does. It definitely does, for sure.
So what's important to you think, when it comes to credit cards? That's something you're interested in?
I'm kind of like into like the financial stuff. So like obviously if I got a credit card, I wouldn't go over like 30% utilization. I would do that. I would probably start off with like the secure credit card first, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now, what about if you're splurging? What are you spending your money on? Just like what's a treat for you?
Coffee, definitely coffee.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have a really bad time saying no to coffee.
Yeah,
never met one I didn't like.
I agree.
Like, don't we all?
All
Yeah.
the time we're like, is that a want or a need? Some days it's really
Some
a
days
need.
it's a need. Some days it is need. This morning it was definitely a need.
Yeah. Some days it moves out of the want category and it's in the need.
So if there's like one word of advice that you could give to someone that's just starting out, maybe they just graduated high school, what would it be?
Save more than you think you're gonna need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good advice.
You're gonna want to buy the stuff, but just save more than you think you're gonna have to.
Yeah. Do you have a go-to savings hack?
Well, buy what you need, not what you want.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good one. That's a tough love right there. We like to hear that.
Especially when you're just starting out. It's always like,
what do you guys think that college students either need to know when talking about money or things that college students are struggling with?
Get a credit card right now. Get a credit card. Get a credit card. Get a credit.
Why do you say that?
Get a credit card. Because you need to start building your credit now. I've actually written a speech about this and taught a class.
Amazing.
Because it's very important to start building your credit. Now, don't get a credit card and blow it all to the wind. Get a credit card. I would recommend a secure one.
Okay, what about you?
Basically, I would be a lot of college students, mainly freshmen, they live on campus and they have the cafeteria and they still go out and blow their money on fast food that they do not need when you have a cafeteria and you're already paying quite a bit of money for it, so you might as well use it. And at ETSU, I can attest the food is not bad. I think it's so good. I used to eat their breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. So it was amazing. And so I just need college students to basically
stop eating so much.
Stop eating fast food when you have free food here.
Preach. Okay, amazing.
It's kind of like when you get a credit card and you should pay a little bit more than the minimum.
Yeah.
Like that type of deal.
100%.
I feel like if more students did that, they might be a little less like unstable when they leave.
What is like the number one thing that you could tell to any college student, like do this to get started?
I mean, save money. Like, I think that's super important. Like, college is expensive in it of itself. So like, it's super important that you are saving money or like having an emergency fund, despite the fact that you're spending so much. Because you don't want to get into even more debt from like racking up credit card bills and stuff in college.
Right.
So,
100%.
We always say on the podcast, just start somewhere. Just start saving somewhere. Even if it's just a little bit every month or whatever, just start somewhere.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And I think as a college student, you should be even more safe because like you might already be getting student loan debt, so you do not want to be in credit card debt on top of that.
Preach.
Yeah. So what's one word of advice you could give to any student when it comes to their money journey?
Budget.
Ooh,
you know what? That is, yes.
That's a good one.
She literally took the words right out of my face hole. Like that, I would say exactly the same thing. Like budget. You have to budget.
I would say invest early.
Okay.
Obviously, the cliche power of compound interest.
Yeah.
If you invest $5,000 now, it could be $300,000 by the time you retire. But if you wait maybe 5 or 6 more years and then invest that $5,000, it's only going to be $150K, something like that.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
And so I would just say start early with the investments. It's going to build up more than you ever expect. So just invest as soon as possible, as much as possible.
Yeah.
I think people undervalue savings. Having that emergency savings fund has saved me quite a few times.
Yeah.
It's just, I really think more people should look into having an emergency savings account.
Yeah.
Even if you're starting off small, just $200, it can really save you in a pinch.
Something to just get started. So what did you do when you first started your emergency savings? What was kind of your go-to plan and goal?
Mostly to have something in case something breaks, like a car or just anything important comes up. In order to start my journey, I actually made a goal to put back 2 weeks of an entire check.
Yeah.
And I just did, I think, about 20% a week until I got up to 2 weeks worth.
So like, is there like a number one thing that you would tell some of your friends or like, just do this outside of the savings? What else would you say?
Honestly, learn to invest a little.
Yeah.
If you're willing to take the risk, there's so many low risk things you can do, whether that's a CD through a bank or a high yield savings account, something like that.
Yeah.
That's obviously like the lower tier investing, more safe.
Well, awesome. Do you have any questions for us that we can help answer?
Do you know like investments and stuff? Like, do y'all know stuff about that? Because I want to do that, but I'm so scared I'm going to invest in the wrong thing and it's going to tank and I'm like in the negatives.
Yeah.
And now I'm filing for bankruptcy, you know?
Yeah. Wow, we went to the extreme. Yeah, we went really extreme. Well, I would say maybe not investments, but some of our beginner tips that we talk about and have talked about in previous episodes is, looking for accounts that are giving you money back, like a high yield checking or a high yield savings account. That is a really safe way to start, testing the waters of you making money back from your money. Yeah. So that's kind of what we would recommend from the below beginner, moving up through those ranks before fully like you said, jumping in, worrying about bankruptcy type thing. Yeah. You have anything you want to add on that one?
Just to say like what you're saying, like it's a way to still earn dividends on your money. So earning money on your money. Yeah. We always want that. But those high yields, just looking for those types of accounts. And a lot of places offer them with very minimal to get started. So it's not like this astronomical, like, I've got to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest. Yeah. No, you don't need that much. Yeah. But yeah. I love that you're already thinking about that.
Yeah. So like what places would y'all recommend for the high yields account and all that stuff?
There's this great place. I don't know if you see this logo right here. What does that say?
What do you think is the best options for like saving and stuff? I mean, I know I've mentioned mine, but what is yours?
Yeah. Starting with budgeting and making sure that you're putting aside some money, whatever that is, that honestly is the hack, is having that routine and getting in the habits that work for you to save money. I know a lot of people talk about the 50-30-20 of like spending needs, wants, and savings. And honestly, finding those percentages that work for your budget and just doing it is the biggest thing that we can recommend. It's just doing it, just starting somewhere to get savings started. Yeah.
If you were to what is your life or death? You have to do this when it comes to your finances statement.
Oh, that's a great question. For me, I think, oh man, I have a couple of different answers. I think that, learning your budget and learning it early is my life or death. Like if you don't have a budget and you're not sticking to it or some type of budgeting method, like you don't have control over your finances. So then like knowledge is power is what I think in that regard. My other one is that I think everyone, if they have a chunk of money, it needs to be sitting in something that's making money back. So whether that is like a high yield savings, high yield checking, a CD or certificate, find something that you can lock it away. If you want to lock it away, put it in a CD. But if you want to access it, find an account that gives you that money back because it's not doing anything just sitting there, Right. So that's my other one. So I have two. I'm like, get control of your money, understand your overall picture, and then make it start working for you. So that's what I would suggest.
Okay, period. Love that.
We had such a blast talking to students on ETSU's campus, and there's more where that came from. So be sure to check out our next episode for day 2. And if you can't get enough, be sure to follow us on social media at TVA Credit Union for a behind-the-scenes look. Plus, if you want to tell us about your financial journey, you can email us at podcast@tvacreditunion.com. And keep making moves with your money.